started clicking in buttons and forgot where I left off at. What were we just talking about? Oh yeah. So I wrote all these things down, and I was like, and I kind of even remember what I wrote because I read through it. I read through what I read. You know, I read through it and I had to fix things, and I'm like, okay. And I remember this point, and I wanted to add this. Da, da, da. And one day it was like probably like one of the first fucking days. I think it was like the Monday, the first Monday I signed up for Guilty. I was like, now where is that one spot? And I'm like, where the fuck did it go? What the fuck? So what happened here is like where it says add childhood riddle, but like I think that whole fucking part got erased somehow, and I was like, now add these other fucking stories about how what's crazy about me and crazy things in my life. And that's why it says add childhood riddle and bald spot, recital VHS fiasco, shitty X red letter media. Oh yeah. And I meant to. I gave away all these fucking. I threw away all these VHSs, and I was like, man, I could give them the fucking red letter media. And the Ritalin and the bald spot recital thing is when you had these little recitals when you were a kid. I was on Ritalin. Where oh my gosh, I was on all shows of fucking retarded shit, man, at different times. But I was on Ritalin as a kid, and I started to pull my hair out. I think I might have mentioned before I have trichotillomania or whatever. I might have mentioned it before. But you could pick me out of the crowd immediately. Like you have the little recitals when you're a kid. You learn like the songs, like the beginning part of the year, the second part of the year, from like whatever movies and whatever old songs and whatever. John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. His name is my name too, and you know whatever. Um, you learn all that shit, and then you have your little recital with your class and everything, da da da. And your parents come with your old camcorders and all that and everything, and you can immediately spot me, like immediately. One, glasses. Two, huge bald spot. You know what I mean? No, two, I should say, little kid, front row. You know what I mean? So I'm right out there in front of everybody, and huge fucking. It was this side, huge fucking bald spot, like this fucking big. I mean, it looked like this side with the fucking cameras, but you know what I mean? A huge fucking bald spot, just shining fucking bright as day. Cause I was just staring. Fucking pull my hair out, man. It's fucking nuts. Weird, not quite OCD, but I have to touch things with my hands and fingers in certain ways. And I was actually doing that earlier, not earlier, but yesterday when I went shopping for Walmart and stuff. I was walking and I was pushing the cart, and I had to like rub the back of my hand over the cart, the handle in a certain way, and like my wrist around the edge of the bar and stuff. Like I just like it, like I don't know why, like things like just get in my head sometimes. It's like, oh, I have to touch things like this way, that way right now, or whatever. It's really weird. Just my really, just really particular, not really OCD, more like anal retentive. Because like really bad OCD people, like their brains are like misshapen, or it's like really, it's like cumbersome, like well, not cumbersome. It's what's the word? It's like burdensome. You know, it's very burdensome for them. You know, it's like I mean they get stuck, not be able. I guess I get stuck, not be able to do shit for a minute sometimes too. But and I have the trichotillomania, which is a type of mania. You know what I mean? So it's like, but I don't have the misshapen brain and shit. But I don't like, I don't know. I can function. Like I can work a job. Um, yeah, toilet paper bidet, goddamn ridiculous ass bleeding. Like I was gonna make jokes before. I mean, I can still make jokes about it before because I was so sick and tired of it. I was just wiping my ass all the time forever, and it's driving me nuts. And I'm bleeding, and I have old hemorrhoids and shit. I want to come back and shit all the time. I was like, I need a fucking bidet, and I was like, I finally got one, and I was like, well, I'm moving to Texas now and all that shit. So I was like, I will install it when I get out there. Oh man, is it a nice little dream? Uh, and there's the N-word note. There's the N-word note. And that's the first thing it says. And then it says, ignorant, lazy, rude, stupid fucking asshole. Nothing to do with your skin. Faggot, pussy ass, sissy ass, bitch, motherfucker. Nothing to do with you. Who you're fucking. You know what I mean? You know, all those other phrases, you know, it has nothing to do with who you're fucking. Yeah, faggot. Faggot has nothing to do with who you're fucking. pussy ass, sissy ass, bitch motherfucker. You know what I mean? It's all those things. Like, if you all can change, if you can, if you all can change and control the meaning of words, then that's just what I'm gonna do too. Nod to Louis C.K. I don't know, because you know what I mean. Like there were like, but it like naturally, like people didn't say this means this now. Well, we changed the definition so we can fucking fuck things and contort you and da da da. Things just would naturally change the vernacular and slang in its own natural way, and we would all kind of like homogeneously agree that like, oh, we use this word to mean this now too. You know what I mean? Like, so fucking stupid how people just like it's gotten so far out of whack of like how we fucking function as people in society and shit. Every time I open my hand like that, it thinks that I'm turning the I think I'm turning the AI on or off. Come on, man, turn back on. Um, there's the next note. I know where you can hear pussy on YouTube. Pussy wussy tooth. Spell cat, kitty, pussy, half a brain. Where did I get it? Three Stooges. Used to mean sweethearted cutesy. You know, weak, meek kitty, not a nasty thing. You know what I mean? And and the thing is, and that's what I don't understand either. You totally allow and accept fuck and fucking. Fucking's totally allowed and acceptable. We can say that all day long, no matter how much you motherfucking want to. But you can't say pussy. How does that make fucking sense? You can say dick, right? The most beautiful thing in the world. We can't say it, even though that's not even what that means. You know, it's just a slang term for that. What that means. But you can say the actual act of the thing with the thing, but you can't say the thing. Like, do you know how fucking stupid that is? You realize how fucking stupid that is, right? Anyways. Knowing what you want to say and talking to an audience as if they're your friend. I mean, that's like a note to myself, you know, it's like obviously, I mean, like that's what the best comedians have always done all throughout the time. It's like, you just feel like you're sitting down listening to a friend bullshit and tell you some bullshit stories and some funny jokes and just like you're just listening to him and not, talking to him, you're just listening to him. And he's just talking to you like he's your friend. You know what I mean? And that's when it comes down to, it's like at the end of the day, I'd really just like to be all your friends. Cause I don't have any friends. Won't you all be able to be my friend? You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking everybody love everybody, man. I just want to make people happy. What's the next one? Anger, video games, jaw, hell hath no fury. Like, oh, yeah. Yeah, and I mentioned this on stand-ups because I have it leading into like an AI joke that I thought of and kind of been running with and saying and whatnot. And people think it's really funny. Maybe I can just go ahead and tell that. But yeah, I still get fucking pissed off with like shit that I'm like, that's not justified. It makes no fucking sense. It's fucking, why didn't that work out right? This is bullshit, blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, fuck it, whatever, what the fuck ever. You know what I mean? But I still can't help but snap the fuck out and get enraged every random time. Like, I don't fucking mean to. I just really try to mean to be a lot quieter. I'm trying so fucking hard. Um, but yeah, I dislocated my own. That's why it says jaw. I actually dislocated my own jaw 3 different times throughout my life. One time when I was really mad and drunk for like another reason, but like 2 different times was playing video games. The other time I was upset about a whole bunch of other stuff, and I actually like gave myself a black eye and shit, and dislocated my jaw. But every time I dislocated my jaw, it was just like, that's what your reaction is. Like, I have to put that back where it's supposed to go, and you just, it would just pop back in there. I want to say it with the first time. I can't remember the second time, but I remember the first time. I want to say it was at my cousin's house in the trailer park back in Subbyville. He was in the other room playing on a computer or something, probably talking to his friend Myrna, who passed think I was playing like the Sega CD or Sega Saturn. It was like I can't remember what the game was, but I can't remember like cutscene was like one cutscene was like cut out your hang you by your intestines. I'll hang you by your intestines or intestines or something like that. Is the way he wouldn't say intestines. He said I'll hang you by your intestines or intestines or some shit like that. It was like a cowboy westerny dark kind of like theme thing. I think. And I just remember like the one the death scene. There was like I think like a crow and some sort of like a tree and like graveyardish kind of dingy kind of background kind of thing. I just got pissed off from dying over and over again and losing whatever the fuck it was. I can't remember what type of game it was. I just remember there's two fucking cutscenes, and then I hit myself. Wow, wow, wow. And just I'm like, oh, quiet. Oh. Yeah, this time I have the screen up here, so I'm looking at myself up here instead of looking at the camera over here. I'm sorry. I will get better. But yeah, that's also one of my favorite quotes. Like my cousin actually coined and created. It's "Hell hath no fury like Matt playing Mega Man," and it's very true. There might have been a time. Jesus, there's plenty of times I cussed and flipped out and punched my face playing Mega Man, but I'm not sure if I cracked my jaw. But I used to punch the TVs too. And like back in the day, like it wasn't like these TVs. If you fucking touch one of these screens, it's fucking done. You see little kids taking the end of a fucking controller and just tapping it and dead and never come back to life again. Our TVs back in the day, boom, boom. You know what I mean? Like it was like solid. And at most, sometimes you might see like the screen jump or something, but for the most part, it just did do shit. Then, of course, after a while, I got older and stronger and stuff. But that's why I was like, man, I want to break this shit. That's all I got. I don't want to fuck it up. These newer TVs, even though they were still the box ones, they were getting more cheap. Like they went all the heavy duty stuff. It was like lighter plastic stuff, so you could mess up the insides of it. You still wouldn't fucking break that fucking solid ass fucking. I don't know how thick that glass was, but it was pretty solid. You had to hit it with something harder. I mean, you can get your fist hard enough to break it, but for sure, and you get the right action on it for sure. Oopsie poopsie, Hershey squirts, Alex Jones vitamins. And I don't even really have that anymore. Anyways, it's like I was like, that's a funny joke at one point, but it's like I don't really have that now, and I am taking a whole bunch of his vitamins and stuff, but. You just eat right, you know what I mean? I mean, my belly's kind of been poking out a little bit recently, but like my bloating's going down a little bit. I'm gonna take some more of those pills here in a little while too. Well, I'm gonna figure out and sort out my my videos here after I play this one, and then I gotta make some more thumbnails, and then I'll make a couple more videos, and I'll just keep making videos for a little while, and then I have to do somewhere in the morning, and then. I just gotta be up tomorrow or Sunday early. I have to remember. I was told I had to get this parking permit for the parking lot out here, and I think Monday might be the last day I have to do it. I meant to do it so many other days this week, and I just kept fucking forgetting. I hope they don't fucking hold it against me. Why is it red? Oh, maybe it's because it's recording. Okay. All right. Every setup has to have a payoff. Oh fuck, man, stop breathing. Every setup has to have a payoff. As much as a payoff as you can give, as often as you can give it. And I know it's like every setup's got to have a punch, and it's like, but man, there's great shows that are great about doing that, and they leave no hangers. You know what I mean? Like everything has closure. Everything has every setup has not just a punchline, but it's fulfilled. It's I can't think of the word right now. There's no continuity errors. Well, we're not worried about continuity errors so much as long as the payoff is there. That's the word I'm looking for. You have a setup and you have a payoff. You know what I mean? You have to. But yeah, in comedy it's more of a punchline. And it's like a world of like creating and writing your own monologues, but it has to have a pace and a rhythm and a repetition to it and whatnot. But I'm still figuring out me and my character, I guess. You know what I mean? I'm just kind of going out there and talking and bullshit, and and see what happens. But they're like, you guys should have a solid 1 minute, which I kind of do, and then solid 5 minute, which I do. Like I can fill this time and saying shit, but like, and I try to like finish with something kind of interesting to end on, or kind of funny to end on at least. But I never really like put together, except for the one I have in my head. I don't have the one a whole bunch where I'm like, well, this, punch, punch, punch. But I do have a bunch of shit. Obviously, I have a lot of shit. It's just a matter of arranging it and putting it together. You know what I mean? I mean, like, okay, you're just gonna talk about this, and you're gonna talk about this, and you're gonna talk about this, and you're gonna shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? It's like, it just. Because I'm very scatterbrained, just all over the fucking place. Delaware, Apple Scrapple, Pumpkin Chunkin, Biden Fuck Off, Route 1. I guess I just had some nice thinking about Delaware. Like I've never been to Apple Scrapple or Pumpkin Junkin, or like I went to the state fair one time and like I got some deep fried Oreos before we had to leave because it was downpouring on us, and we left and went to Old Mill Crab House and just ate a whole bunch of all you could eat crabs. And I taught my godson how to eat crabs. It was really cool. How to eat them with his hands. Just look, see, the crab has all the tools on the crab itself. You don't need a hammer. You don't need this. You just use this to pick this. It's like wow. And I remember teaching him. Like I eat the. It's called the mustard. They call it the mustard, but it's like the intestines and like the guts and stuff, like all up in the crab shell and shit. I clean all that shit out. And I said, it's called the mustard. And he's like, okay. And he's like, and his mom's like, no, don't eat that. That's the poop. And he said, it's not poop, it's mustard. That's what it is. That's what you told him the first time, and that's what it is. But yeah, I actually never went to any of those other events. I went to Pumpkin Chunkin kind of one time. But it was because like a friend of mine at the time had to go to his dad's house or somebody. I think it was his dad's house or something, and pick up something or get some weed or something or whatever. And we like maybe like walked through like by a couple of the little stands a little bit one time, and I kind of looked. Oh, well, that's some of the machines. Okay, whatever with that. Wrestling and pranks. How much time do we got? We're 17 minutes in, and the next one says wrestling and pranks. That's probably going to be a long one. Be my neighbor, friend, Mr. Rogers. I love Mr. Rogers and have a huge affinity for him. And man, I would love people to to have. I'd love to have that sort of relationship. But like, I'm a sailor. I'm like Popeye meets Mr. Rogers. Like Popeye meets Mr. Rogers. Popeye costs more. And I'm very specific about that. I've done everything before. Cussing, cursing, and swearing. I cuss. I don't curse and swear. Fucking idiots. But yeah, man, that'd be cool. I just want to be friends and friendly with everybody. Game Arc, Subway story, loss of friends, John and Andrew story. So yeah, let's get into those two stories. I can talk about some wrestling stories that I have and stuff from the next one, and some of the pranks and stuff we used to do to each other. I mean, a whole bunch of them, but just the two I remember distinctly. But it was just a matter of guys fucking with each other, fighting with each other, picking on each other a lot, making bets with each other and shit. But whoever wins this pool game gets to sleep in the bed. You know what I mean? It's seriously like stuff like that sometimes, but other times, we do some crazy shit. Alright, until next time, the next one, we'll get into some wrestling.